Hey everyone, in today's video, you're gonna learn the insider secrets of B2B lead nurturing, which is working like crazy right now. In fact, what I'm gonna reveal are all the powerful strategies, tactics, and tips to help with your lead nurturing efforts and turn your leads into paying customers as fast as humanly possible. But just remember one thing. Whatever I'm gonna share with you is not just a bunch of generic advice. These lead nurturing strategies are proven to work if you go and do the work after the video, all right? I can bet on that. And I wanna give you a free gift if you stay until the end that's gonna help you boost your sales exponentially. Now, if you're new to the channel, my name is Patrick Spielman and I'm the founder at Upticks. And at Upticks, we help companies apply the best sales processes that help their sales teams squeeze more revenue out of their lead lists with our cold to gold selling systems and software. Now let's dive in. Okay, so I scoured and I brainstormed all of my lead nurturing strategies and I picked out my top 5 tips that I know will help you nurture leads like a rock star. So let's start with tip number 1 for lead nurturing, which might be one of the most obvious ones, but it's the most important one of all. And that is that you just need to do something, okay? Look, most businesses get caught up in the day-to-day grind and forget about one of the most important parts of any successful sales or marketing strategy, and that is following up with your leads. But hey, I get it. It's easy to get bogged down in your work or always focus on getting new leads, but what we don't want to do is waste all of our time and energy getting new leads that we forget about the ones that we already have. It's expensive enough to get leads in the door, so we need, at a minimum, to just do some sort of lead nurturing. It sounds stupid simple, but it's the honest truth. So before you overwhelm yourself, just realize that doing something is better than doing nothing. But wait just a minute. When I said to do follow-ups, it doesn't mean that you should do it manually and waste a bunch of your precious time. That's not what I mean. You must use some sort of automation tool that's gonna do most of the hard work for you and bring you qualified leads while you sleep. You might forget to follow up, but the automation is not going to. And I'm gonna give you the names of some great automation software in a few seconds. But before that, let me tell you about tip number 2. Once you start nurturing your leads, you're gonna wanna follow some best practices. But what should you do? How should you pitch or do anything that makes your leads warm and forces your prospects to book a call with you? Here's exactly what you need to do. The most important strategy for lead nurturing is following the 80-20 rule. Now, you might be thinking, oh my God, what in the hell is the 80-20 rule? Well, it's very simple. You see, 80% of your nurturing and content should be value added, meaning your leads will learn something, get free stuff, and just start to get to know you as a company. The other 20% can be for selling. And you can strike this 80-20 balance in 2 ways. You can spend 80% of your message adding value and bake 20% of your selling into the end, or you can keep 80% of your messages focused on value, and 1 out of every 5 messages, or 20% of the time, you can build in a message that is focused on getting something in return or selling. The choice is really up to you in your business. Now, I prefer a mix of these two, but to keep it really simple in the beginning, I suggest just starting out using the 80-20 rule inside of each message. Now, before I move on to tip number 3, I want to let you in on a little secret. Did you know it's scientifically proven that you can get 100% conversion rate on your lead nurturing game if you click that like button and subscribe to our channel? I'm telling you it's true, but the only way you're gonna find out is if you give it a try, all right? Now on to the next tip for lead nurturing, which is your call to action, or CTA as we call it. You see, everything you do should have some sort of call to action. Now this can be as simple as directing them to click a link, a button, or replying to you in some sort of fashion. And the reason why you want to do this is to get your leads in this habit of doing something so that your lead nurturing doesn't become boring or stale. And just a pro tip here is to embed some sort of secrecy into your call to action. So if your leads don't always know what's going on and what's happening on the other side of that call to action, this is gonna pique their curiosity and help them drive them to the action that you wanna take. Now, that said, you don't always need to be secretive. There's a couple of other strategies that you can use for your call to actions, which brings me to the next tip. Tip number 4 is to use what we call scarcity. Scarcity is where you don't make something readily available to your lead or prospect. Let me give you an example. Have you ever been browsing Amazon and noticed that they say that there's only like 5 items left in stock? Now, that's intentional. They're using scarcity to get people to take action, and you should use similar tactics in your business. But just like anything else, make sure you use this tactic gracefully. You don't need to use it in everything you do, otherwise your leads are just gonna build up a muscle memory to what you're doing. So make sure you change it up from time to time, okay? And speaking of time, that brings me to tip number 5. You can use time to your advantage as well to get your prospects to take action. Now, I like to refer this as giving them a shot clock, kind of like in basketball. Now let me explain. When you make something a limited time offer, it really amplifies your lead's desire to take action, similar to using scarcity. This strategy can be used in lead nurturing, but also in proposals, negotiations, your deals, stuff like that. That's a topic for another day. For now, just start thinking about how you can use time to your advantage to get your leads to take an action. A few examples might be, a webinar, a masterclass, or some sort of sale or promotion that you're running. All right. These are pretty simple things where you can put a day and a time for when the offer is going to end. That's going to get your prospects and leads to take an action. Now, before I tell you what I've been hiding from you this entire video, let me know, what are some of your best lead nurturing tips? Let me know down in the comments section below. So at this point, you might be thinking that, okay, these tips are helpful, but Patrick, how in the heck do I implement these tips and strategies in reality? Well, for that purpose, if you recall at the beginning of the video, I told you that I'd tell you about the best software for lead nurturing. Now, there's a lot of software in the market, but we're obviously gonna be using Upticks for that. But look, there's no other company like Upticks that's going to give you and help you implement strategies that actually work into your business. So now it's time to face the truth. If you're struggling with lead nurturing and you wanna implement the best strategies, then I suggest you book a strategy session with us where me or someone on my team is gonna provide you with in-depth analysis of your sales system. We're gonna spot key sources of revenue loss in your sales process and provide you with a custom plan for lead nurturing and your outbound sales so that you can increase your company's revenue. And look, it's free. And don't worry, we don't practice any sort of hardcore sales tactics. We're really there to help. We really hate those high pressure sales tactics, so that's definitely not us. Also, let me tell you one thing. The only reason that we do this is because people who go through our strategies are so happy and impressed that they usually ask us if they can become one of our customers. We just provide real strategies that work. So we're constantly building relationships with you, and we know that if you learn our strategies and you actually implement them into your business, then you're gonna get results for sure. And later, you'll refer us to your friends or your network, even if you aren't one of our customers. Or maybe later you decide to become one of our customers just because we provide you a strategy that ultimately increase your sales and revenue. That's the reason why we do this. So if you want to get more ready to buy leads or prospects by spending a fraction of the time than what you're spending right now in your sales process, then click the link below in the description and book a time for our special and rare B2B sales strategy session. And if you do book the call, then we have a gift for you as well. At the end of that strategy session, I'm gonna give you access to our $6,000 B2B sales process fundamentals course. It's free, including access to our private Facebook group where successful entrepreneurs, sales superstars, business owners, and awesome marketers hang out. So go ahead and click that link now, and we'll see you there.